The Arizona Supreme Court just took a buzzsaw to Trump's 2024 election prospects, and the former president is fuming. Take a listen. This is him in Atlanta today.
Did Arizona go too far?
Yeah, they did, and that'll be straightened out. And as you know, it's all about states' rights. That'll be straightened out. And I'm sure that the governor and everybody else are going to bring it back into reason, and that will be taken care of, I think, very quickly.
He is just barely containing himself. Why is he so angry? Well, the Fox News decision desk might as well call Arizona for Biden, and they should do it today. On Tuesday, Arizona's High Court upheld a 160-year-old law banning abortion care at any stage of pregnancy unless the mother's life is in danger. But to be clear, that includes no exceptions for rape and incest, okay? In a matter of days, abortion will be functionally illegal in Arizona. And it is a shocking, barbaric decision. Women all across the Grand Canyon state are still reckoning with what all this means for them. In a powerful video, the governor, Katie Hobbs, addressed her constituents late yesterday.
Hello, Arizona. It's Governor Katie Hobbs. Like millions of women across Arizona, I am reeling from the Supreme Court's callous decision to uphold the 1864 total abortion ban. This archaic law, which was written by men 48 years before Arizona even became a state, threatens the lives of countless women and strips us of control over our bodies. Today seems like a dark day, but I assure Arizona women that the fight for our reproductive freedoms is far from over.
The governor is right. This fight is very far from over. An effort is already underway to put a measure on 2024 ballots that would enshrine abortion rights in the Arizona Constitution. That's extremely bad news for Republicans running for office there, by the way. All of them, every single one of them, whether they are campaigning at the local level or whether they are Carrie Lake seeking a seat in the Senate. It is bad news for all of them. Worst news, especially if your name is Donald J. Trump. Yes, Trump is especially screwed by this decision. And it's almost mind-boggling that the Arizona Supreme Court ruled when it did, because this decision came less than a day after Trump released a video message trying to present himself as somewhat of a moderate on abortion.
Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended. It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month. The concept of having an abortion in the later months and even execution after birth, and that's exactly what it is. The baby is born, the baby is executed after birth, is unacceptable, and almost everyone agrees with that. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, in this case, the law of the state. Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people. You must follow your heart or, in many cases, your religion or your faith. Do what's right for your family and do what's right for yourself. Do what's right for your children. Do what's right for our country and vote. So important to vote. At the end of the day, it's all about will of the people. That's where we are right now, and that's what we want, the will of the people. I want to thank the 6 justices, Chief Justice John Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and Neil Gorsuch, incredible people, for having the courage to allow this long-term, hard-fought battle to finally end. This 50-year battle over Roe v. Wade took it out of the federal hands and brought it into the hearts, minds, and vote of the people in each state. It was really something. Now it's up to the states to do the right thing. Like Ronald Reagan, I am strongly in favor of exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. You must follow your heart on this issue, but remember, you must also win elections to restore our culture and, in fact, to save our country, which is currently and very sadly a nation in decline.
There is so much to unpack here. First, Donald, no, all legal scholars did not call for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. A small handful of legal experts have expressed mild concerns about how the right to abortion was established through the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment instead of the Equal Protection Clause. But you're lying through your teeth when you claim that Roe wasn't considered settled law. Second, Donald, find me one elected Democrat who supports abortion, quote, beyond the 9th month. Find me one elected Democrat who supports, quote, executing babies after birth. They don't exist. Once again, you are lying, sir. And finally, I want to talk about Trump's smoke and mirrors messaging about how he is thrilled abortion is now up to the people and up to the states, in his words. He says this while also claiming that he, like Ronald Reagan, is in favor of exceptions for rape and incest. Do you see this little nifty sleight of hand here? He's trying to paint himself as kind of moderate. He's insisting that he won't pursue a national ban on abortion. He's actually in favor of exceptions. He just wants to leave it up to the people. But you see, the Arizona Supreme Court called his bluff. They exposed him for the radical fraud that he is. Because leaving it up to the people in many red and purple states means abortion is illegal and women are second-class citizens. Donald Trump will have to answer for this. All Republicans will have to answer for this. And some already have in a host of special elections where abortion was on the ballot, like in Kansas, Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan, to name a few. Every single time abortion is on the ballot, Republicans lose. They lose badly. Overturning Roe, while horrible, was one of the best things to ever happen to Democrats, electorally speaking, that is. It has galvanized female voters across this country to an extent that they may literally decide who becomes the next president. But don't feel bad for the Republicans. They asked for this. They fought for decades to strip women of a constitutional right. They are the dog that finally caught the car. And you know what happened? They got behind the wheel, and now the car is careening straight into a brick wall.